Exynos 2600's heat pass block performs better than a liquid nitrogen-cooled Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, enabling practical uses for future SoCs. A vapor chamber in a premium smartphone has almost become a necessity these days if chipsets are expected to perform at their optimum levels. Thankfully, Samsung went a step further with its Exynos 2600 by introducing its heat pass block, HBB, technology, which drops a copper heatsink on top of the SoC die to help with heat transfer. Now, it appears that this approach has several practical uses, as tests show that even a Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 with liquid nitrogen cooling cannot perform as well, not to mention that it's far too dangerous. Sadly, even the Exynos 2600 undergoes throttling, but the solution is as simple as attaching a fan accessory to the back of a smartphone. The majority of chipset manufacturers, such as Apple, have adopted POP, package-on-package, technology, which stacks DRAM on top of the silicon die to save internal space. Unfortunately, the biggest drawback is that the heat generated by the memory prevents the chipset from delivering sustained performance, as it throttles much faster. With Samsung seemingly addressing this problem, YouTuber Geekorn set out to see how effective it really was. In a nutshell, it's highly effective, as the content creator reveals that the Exynos 2600's HBB outperforms liquid nitrogen that was used to tame the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5's thermals. The results show that even with extreme cooling, Qualcomm's latest and greatest SoC cannot maintain its single-core clock speeds. However, we also learned that the Exynos 2600 in the Galaxy S26 Plus suffers from thermal throttling, but there are other factors at play. A Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 cannot sustain its 4.61 GHz clock speeds on liquid nitrogen, image credits, Geekorn. For one thing, the Galaxy S26 Plus doesn't have as robust of a vapor chamber as the Galaxy S26 Ultra or the iPhone 17 Pro Max, and to remedy the problem, a small clip-on fan accessory can be attached to the smartphone's back to cool down the Exynos 2600. During long gaming sessions, this solution is far more practical compared to purchasing liquid nitrogen, which also carries immense risk. The Exynos 2600 also experiences throttling, but a small clip-on fan solves this problem, image credits, Geekorn. This specific attribute of HBB could be one reason why chipset manufacturers are exploring its use in future releases. For instance, the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 6 Pro schematic leak revealed that Qualcomm's first 2nm SoC could ship with this cooling solution, and we wouldn't be surprised if Apple and MediaTek quickly follow suit. For the Exynos 2700, Samsung is set to bring forth side-by-side, SBS, architecture, helping to not just cool the CPU but also the DRAM, and it could be a step up compared to HBB.